Alright, power steering reservoir in a Freightliner. The max fill, minimum fill, you can't see. You have to take the cap off and actually check the fluid level. There you go. Next, to check the oil, you pull the yellow dipstick for the engine oil, you pull it out, and there's oil on the stick, and you wipe it off the first time.
I see oil, I see it. It's right there.
You stick it back in. Now, on this Freightliner, the stick's going to stop right there. You come in, you push down on the red tube ever so slightly, and it will continue on. And you pull it back out and make sure your level's within operating range, which it is. You see on the stick, there's your range.
That kind of range for close-up stuff.
There we are. Right here's your checkerboard. As long as the oil's in the checkerboard, you're good to go. You read the bottom of the stick, it'll say add 2 quarts when it gets below that.
Okay.
Same thing with your brake fluid. Clear container, but the yellowing and the aging you can't tell. You actually have to open the cap and look in and make sure you have brake fluid in the truck.
That's what's good.
Alright, now you need to transmission. Alright.
Why is there 2 caps?
It's a front and a rear reservoir, which are connected. You just have to fill one or the other. Alright, next, the last daily check for oil is going to be the transmission. And it's this silver tube back here.
Okay.
You pull it out, twist. Oh, man. And your transmission oil. It will tell you on the stick hot and cold and for your fluid ranges. Lastly is your engine coolant. This reservoir, another clear reservoir, but you can still see in this one the pink coolant. And you got a fill or a full and a minimum line, just to check those every morning.
That's the same one in the tanker that was not working at station 3.
Yep. Typical Dodge ambulance, most of our fleet. To check the fluids, you find the hood lever, which is going to be right at the bottom side of the dash and the driver's side, and you pull.
Oh.
Get to the front, the hood's not going to latch. You reach your hand in, there's another lever. You pull it and pick up. Now, typical Dodge Cummins motor. I think we have 7 or 8 of these. Alright, same thing. Check your brake fluid. This wonderful, not so clear, not so see-through container. If you wiggle it, you can see it. It's the fluid's right here, your full marker and your add marker. And that's your brake fluid. Dodge power steering reservoir on a 3500. It's the same size of the motor as the brake fluid, but it's going to be down low. You see where this flashlight is, that's the cap for it. You need to check this daily on a Dodge. It not only controls your power steering, it is also your brake booster. To check it, you have to reach down, and it's a half turn.
What about 3-foot tall people? They don't need
a step ladder. And then you look, and there'll be a line that says, oh, you see there's fluid in the hole.
There is fluid in the hole.
All right. We're going to have to find a step ladder for you short people.
That's where it's at in orientation to the engine.
Alright, next. Transmission oil. Opposite of the Freightliner is the yellow handle on the Dodges. You pull it. Long stick. And it says on the stick, you see that? You'll have a hot and a cold dots on the stick is where the oil's supposed to be.
Alright, move the stick over here on the red. Now let me try to focus on it.
It's got a glare, I don't think I'll be able to get it. The 2 dots are your ranges from hot and cold, and cold's got 2 dots and hot's got 2 dots.
Okay.
Get them? These are much simpler than that dang Freightliner.
Yeah, what's that one? There's another engine.
That's one. No, that's the engine. That's transmission.
Oh, that was transmission. Okay.
All right. You good?
Nope. Hang on. Good.
All right. Dodge makes it real simple. They label the dipstick for the engine oil. You Pull the stick. Bring it out and you wipe it off. And it's a little white and you can see the range. You get it?
Yeah.
Alright. You stick it back. What's beeping? Is that you? Yeah.
Okay.
You pull it back out. And to make sure you're within the checker dots.
Okay.
Good. Alright, now go to the other side. That reservoir. You need to be up here, I think. Alright. Again, this is your coolant reservoir. It's going to be the passenger side of the vehicle. Like I said, these wonderful clear, not so see-through containers. Be sure and read the line, make sure where the fluid is. This one, you can't tell by opening it because of the neck. The best bet I found with these is if you shake the truck, you can see where the coolant's right here, and it's well above your indicators.
So you're saying that that little symbol on the other cap is not windshield wiper fluid?
Nope.
That is not windshield wiper fluid.
Don't put don't put windshield wipers in there.
That's this one.
Yep.
That windshield wiper. Hit it.
All right, this is our wonderful Onan generator unit for our Fraser boxes. You check the oil, quarter
Onan.
turns. You pull it off. Set this somewhere safe. You'll need it.
Oh, that bumper, that loses a lot of right there.
All right.
You can't say
Yellow. Just check it. Same thing. You pull it out. You wipe the stick off. You see the
that's a
checkerboard.
short one.
Yeah, the add and the full.
Okay.
Come back in.
it's a big hand.
That is a big hand.
And hang out and check it.
It's a Shrek hand.
That's oil's good.
Yep, yep.
That's it. And then just put your cover back on.
Oh, we almost drove off. Oh, you almost dropped.
Same thing. Starts at the bottom.
Uh,
And just push.
That was
half,
horrendous.
turn.
all right, so
It's recorded. All right. It's a Dodge instrument panel. Notice the coolant temp. This is something that we really need to pay attention to on the Dodges. I've got it on the heads-up display right now, but if you look to the top center right gauge, that's also your coolant temp. We're having an issue with these trucks and overheating. Basically 225 is going to be your magic number that we need to keep the trucks under. They cannot sustain coolant temps over 225, or it costs us $4,000 to put a new head in the truck. Alright, as many of y'all know, our ambulances run on DEF fluid, the wonderful diesel exhaust fluid, part of the emissions EPA California bunny hugger movement.
Didn't say buddy huggers.
It's quite a pain for the system. We're getting into ridiculous maintenance costs due to it. Therefore, as most of y'all stations have seen, minus station 3 and 5, we are now going back to the smaller jugs of DEF. If you're at station 3 and 5 and have questions, call me directly before you put DEF in the truck, and I'll instruct you on how to get it out of the 55-gallon drum. Alright, everybody else, we're using these new jugs. Comes in a cardboard box. You open the box and you pull out said jug of DEF. It comes with its own nozzle. As you see, jug is sealed, and it's got its own funnel with a vent. Once you open this jug, we need to use the entire jug. DEF, if you're not aware, crystallizes. Sunlight and air and heat are the three things that crystallize our DEF fluid, causing us problems. Last month we had $4,700 in DEF repairs alone. So it's very important that we keep this stuff as clean as possible. I know it's Florida. Keep it as cool and in dark of a spot as you have in your stations. Also with the trucks and the Dodges, it is we do not have to keep the DEF tanks full. So therefore run them down to about a quarter or so, put a 2.5 gallon jug back in it, use the entire jug, and that'll bring you up to somewhere around 3/4. That way we're not leaving any of it in the jug once it's opened. Because once this jug is open, it starts to crystallize and it ruins the DEF.
Okay, so tell us about the Dodge engine shutoff with the low DEF.
Yes, there's two different the DEF fluid level on the trucks. If by some chance you're out somewhere running calls and you run out of DEF, it's not a end of the world thing. The truck will not shut off. it will continue to run the truck until you get back to your station or somewhere with DEF. As long as you do not shut the truck off, the truck is not going to shut off due to low DEF. Now, on the same note, if it shows up on the little display, DEF system failure, C dealer and counts down, that will shut the truck off. There's two differences. So low DEF or running out of DEF, not into the world, truck starts its countdown, you have to change out the truck. It's going to shut off when it gets to 0.
Okay.